When Keith and I met, the first conversation that we had was about how difficult it had been for each of us to leave home. We felt a profound connection to the place and the people and the distinctly Western culture from which we'd come. And in that first conversation, Keith spoke a promise, which I realized only later would shape my life too. And that was, in 3 to 5 years, I'm going back to Idaho. I heard him speak that promise for 10 years. In 3 to 5 years, I'm going back to Idaho. And then 6 years ago, the moment came and he took it. As soon as he saw the road home, he walked that road. So today, we're coming home again, to this place and now to a purpose that is dear to his heart. And we are grateful to be able to share this moment with all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith and I are both proud and humbled to welcome our honorary campaign co-chair, Idaho's only 4-term governor, and a man who stood up for all Idahoans, the Honorable Cecil D. Andrus.
"35 years ago, at that point in time in modern history, a Democrat had never carried an election in Twin Falls County for governor. That's 35 years ago. And next November 2010, we're going to reenact that, because in 1974, in the campaign for the first time, we did carry Twin Falls County. So ladies and gentlemen, it's with a great deal of pleasure that I have the opportunity to introduce, endorse a man that I think is prepared, willing, and able to be the next governor of the state of Idaho, Keith Allred. Keith.
Governor Andrus, it is hard for me to express how much it means that you're here and how much the words that you spoke mean to me. I grew up, as Christine indicated, during the C. Andrus terms, and he is a model for me of what it means to be the kind of governor that Idaho needs, and it means a great deal to me, Governor, that you're here and supporting this campaign. For me to stand before you at the opening of my campaign for governor and describe in exquisite, some might say excruciating detail, the well-thought-out, empirically supported policy proposals that I'm passionate about pursuing. But long before I was a Harvard professor, I was a kid from Twin Falls, a 5th-generation Idahoan who came from a long line of cattle ranchers. Growing up in a family like that taught me that we're defined by the values that we hold dear. Each time the thought of my family's expectations, the thought of this community's expectations, gave me the courage to stick it out. On this day especially, I am grateful for that encouragement, because it has helped prepare me to serve the state that I love. My fellow Idahoans, these stories capture the values that give direction and purpose to my life. They are the values that define me and what kind of governor I would be. I would be a governor who, as the grandson of Rhea Allred, cares deeply about all Idahoans, a governor who will put the interests of all Idahoans ahead of the interests of the powerful and the connected. I'll be a governor who, as the grandson of Grant Gerber, will roll up my sleeves and go to work for the good people of this state. A governor who understands that we won't solve our problems standing around. A governor who will work hard so that every Idahoan who wants to work hard will have that opportunity. I'll be a governor who, as the son of Bob and Carol Allred, realizes that Idahoans deserve leaders who have made the most of their opportunities. A governor who will appoint individuals based on merit not on party or connection. And I'll be a governor who can look every Idaho school kid in the eye and say, if you're ready to make the most of your talents and opportunities, we're ready to make a great education available to you. I'll be a governor who has a track record of leadership, of bringing people together to find the common sense solutions that rise above partisanship and special interest influence. I'll be a governor who, as a fifth-generation Idahoan, has an abiding love for this state. A governor whose love of state called him home when his first child was born and it was time to pass on his family's values. A governor who understands that here in Idaho we can demonstrate to the whole nation how to realize the full promise of the American experiment in self-government. My fellow Idahoans, these Idaho values of caring for others, of working hard and working together, of making the most of ourselves, are the values that lead me to declare my candidacy for governor of this state that I love. I invite all Idahoans, Democrats, Republicans, and Independents to join me in this campaign to realize the full promise of a state government that is of, by, and for the people. Thank you.